For the past 10 minutes, they have been on the bullhorn demanding whomever is in that house to come out with their hands up. We have a warrant for your arrest. It's not just the little tumbleweeds surrounding Miller's home. Some of them are even bigger than me. But behind me, you can still see a section of the fire. I actually got a chance to go out there on the front lines and see what's happening. Hopefully they'll pull up the video on your screen. That's the scene that you're seeing right now. Behind me, there is yellow tape covering the whole Jadwin Avenue. And if that yellow tape wasn't evidence enough that you couldn't come down Jadwin Avenue, the city of Richland has put up these road closed signs blocking anybody from coming in and out. Tracy, this is the aftermath of the damage done to the Bank of the West building. As you can see, it is boarded up in several places. Or post video from my Ring doorbell over here. And the neighbor over here can read all of those posts as well as the police. Scott, it's called the Friendship Fence and encourages people to leave notes such as this to inspire others in difficult times such as these. By the time this is all over, she hopes her entire fence is filled with notes like that. Responding to a call from a man who not only gave his location, but also told him that he had a gun. Instead of chants filling the streets, sounds of boats started their engines, all in protest aimed at Governor Jay Inslee. The group Let Us Fish says Inslee is the only governor in the country to ban fishing as part of the coronavirus quarantine.
It's just individual anglers who believe in our God-given right to fish.
On March 25th, the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife banned people from fishing. They said they had reports of crowded boat ramps and busy fishing on some rivers, which runs counter to the governor's direction to stay home and practice social distancing. 3 weeks later, these anglers won out and onto the water.
Let Us Fish is simply trying to send the message to WDFW that fishing is a positive social distancing activity.
Signs on different sized vessels demanding fishing be allowed, flying high and filling the water as if they were pirate ships searching for buried treasure. For fishing guide Gerardo Reyes, that treasure is the peace of mind he gets from being able to fish.
You look for opportunities to entertain you, like fishing. It's cheap, you know, you go out and get $1 or $2, get some worms and some weights and get a can even, and rock and roll, man.
The other treasure, literal treasure. John McDonald, another fishing guide, is concerned that this continued ban will not just prevent him from doing his passion, but hurt his business.
I've got $3,000 spent already on permits that I have to have, insurance, my guide's license, my boat fees, and my equipment, and I haven't had a customer yet because I can't take anybody out.
No matter the reason, all these fishermen and women just want one thing. That's to be able to fish. Richard Obornik once served for the United States Marine Corps. What he saw last week was unlike anything he saw while serving overseas.
Being rescued on a boat in raging water with a baby, most terrifying experience ever.
Rapid rising flood water, catching him by surprise, and making life unpredictable. This was once Obornik's backyard, a pasture where his cows could roam freely. Now the river miles down the road is starting to flow through his home.
Pretty much a total loss of everything, cars, everything in the shop, all the tools, everything in the house that was like waist and below is gone.
Just like in the Marines, reinforcements are on the way. Insert Team Rubicon, a disaster response organization that helps homeowners impacted by natural disasters.
We're often the first form of a hug and a handshake and direct contact with some of these homeowners who have just been in, response mode.
It's not just that hug and handshake that makes a difference. It's breaking up drywall or just picking up the damaged pieces. What Team Rubicon does goes a long way in the recovery process.
A huge part of cost for homeowners is both getting the damaged stuff out and then paying to have it rebuilt. So our goal is to at least take away that half.
It will take Obornik at least a year to rebuild his house, but he's glad to know that his community has a strong foundation.
Oh, that's the best part about this community. Everyone stepped up right away.
Justin Honore, NBC Right Now. It's a typical morning for Joe Rudy and Felicity Gibbs, preparing breakfast and getting ready to start the day. Just a week ago, their morning was a lot different than it is now. Felicity woke up early to find something unusual.
Then as we started to look around a bit more, we saw that there were some missing items from the house. At that point, I went and started to look through the footage of the cameras.
What they found on the footage? Haunting video of an intruder lurking around their home. The intruder ultimately finding a way in through an unlocked small window, then proceeding to cut open a window in the back bedroom where he can be seen bringing out stolen items.
When we first started walking around with the officer, it just seemed like small things, like paper towels or
Dryer sheets,
just small items. Clothing was missing, shoes were missing.
Multiple trips being made in and out of the house for several hours, with the intruder also leaving with the ultimate prize.
All of a sudden it hit me, my wedding ring and my engagement ring were in the guest bathroom in a drawer, because that's where I get ready in the morning. And so I immediately ran to the drawer and my ring was gone.
Joe and Felicity have since added extra security around their home, and they want others to be more aware and take extra precautions when securing their home.
Whether they would have just taken paper towels or the ring, it's the fact that somebody has invaded our home, and now I don't feel safe here.
Police are still looking for this suspect. Joe and Felicity are offering $2,000 to anyone who finds the rings. Justin Honore, NBC Right Now. At New Hope Baptist Church in Pasco, you hear a message of peace.
That he died for us, even though we're not worthy.
51 years ago, New Hope's pastor Wayne Jenkins,
God talks to us, now we can talk back to him.
Was preaching a message of peace, not as a pastor, but as a member of the Black Panther Party.
What the Black Panther Party wanted to do was to help police our communities, where black people would not get killed just on a daily basis. That was our goal.
Jenkins, a member of the Seattle Black Panther Party, the second Panther organization created in the Civil Rights era. At the age of 17, Jenkins was photographed during protests in a photo that has forever been immortalized as the iconic symbol of the Black Panther Party.
The headline of it was, "Angry Black Youth Attempted to Overthrow the Government," which was far from what we were doing. It was to make a statement.
Although Jenkins has traded his beret for clerical robes, he's still fighting for the rights of all people to be treated equally.
My job is to promote people of color and people of all colors, that we will learn how to live together. We will be part of each other.
Something he hopes resonates with everyone who hears him preach. And if people question his message because he was a former Black Panther, he has one response for them.
The Black Panther Party was for human rights, not just the rights of black people, but of human rights.
Justin Honore, NBC Right Now.